he has just recently had treatment. Is that right?
Well, he's actually in Memphis right now at St. Jude, and he's getting prepared to go and get a spinal tap, and then he'll get chemo today. And so their plans are to leave Memphis tomorrow and come to Sulphur Springs, and then be able to make it to the trail ride Saturday.
Oh, we're all hoping that we will see him there in person. Carson, tell me things about Carson. He's just little yet. Is that right?
He's 3 years old, and he is just so full of life. You know, look, from the outside looking in, you would never know that he has leukemia, but inside he's really sick and his body's fighting. But, I mean, he's your typical 3-year-old. He loves dinosaurs. He loves fire trucks, any kind of truck for the matter.
Yeah, monster trucks, anything.
Okay. So, as aunt and uncle of Carson, you've known him since he was, started to walk and all those things. But in his second year of life, he was sick.
Yes.
And got this diagnosis. And what type of cancer is this?
On October 18th of last year, he was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And he just went into the doctor because he had spiked a random fever. And that's when the doctors did blood tests, and they said that they thought that he probably had leukemia. And from there, they went over to the St. Jude affiliate in Shreveport at the LSU hospital, and they tested and they confirmed that he did have leukemia. The doctor suggested that he go to St. Jude because it's just one of the best hospitals in the world for childhood cancer. And so that Sunday, they left an ambulance and went to St. Jude.
In Memphis?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I guess your family has found out it's not that far to Memphis, after all.
It seems like it.
Yeah, especially when you're stuck in traffic, on I-40.
I-20.
I-20,
okay.
Yeah. It's
30.
Well, and going to the Shreveport affiliate is easier and more doable. And it's good that you have that one there, too. I guess we should sort of start from the beginning. Carson's ties to Hopkins County. You're his aunt and uncle. Tell us about his parents.
Well, his mom, Leslie, she's from here. And she grew up here, went to school here. And they make frequent trips every once in a while from Wascom to Sulphur Springs to visit. And he had lots of extended family, including grandparents, Tanya and Sidney Nelson, great-grandparents, Leonard and Sue Stout. And Sulphur Springs, I mean, it's just been a wonderful, town. It's been a wonderful support group for Carson throughout his fight. And Davis Street, they put on a 5K in April. And, they're constantly praying for Carson and the Bryant family. And, driving around, you'll see these Cars for Carson signs. And, it just lets us know how many prayer warriors we have out there. It's a wonderful community, and we're blessed by it.
Like, I can't imagine when Leslie and them, when they said that they were going to go to St. Jude in Memphis, which is about 5 hours away from here, that seemed, I'm like, why can't you just go to Children's Hospital in Dallas? It's only a couple hours away. But St. Jude they've never received a single bill from them, and whatever the insurance doesn't pay, St. Jude picks up. And not only that, they just do so much to make the families feel better about this. It's a hard time that they're going through, and this just makes it better by how everything is about the patient there.
So they have a Ronald McDonald House for family to stay in. And meals and all that, even the medication and transportation, some entertainment is covered by...
Everything is 100% covered. On top of the Ronald McDonald House, they also have the Tri-Delta House, and then they have the Target House. The Tri-Delta House is for short stays. The Ronald McDonald House is for longer stays, and then the Target House is for people. There's some kids that are there for a year or more for treatment, and so that's where those are more like apartment-style housing.
Okay.
but no family ever receives a bill. All those commercials that say that, they're definitely true.
Yeah.
Several ways to donate.
Okay.
For St. Jude in general, they have many events that support St. Jude. Right now, if you go in stores, they have the Thanksgiving event going on.
Like on the checkout calendar? Okay.
At the checkout, they'll give you the option to donate $1 or any amount you want to.
Okay.
Even $1 goes a long way. And every dollar absolutely 100% counts to saving these lives. And not only the lives of the kids that are at St. Jude. St. Jude, it's a research hospital, and they share every bit of information and research they do with all of the hospitals across the world that are treating cancer patients.
Wow. Okay.
So that's an option. And November 22nd, we're participating in the St. Jude Walk, Thanksgiving Walk in Shreveport, which those are happening all over the country on that day. And so that's another way to get involved and find somebody and sponsor them if you can't make it to the St. Jude Saddle Up event this weekend.
Okay.
And I've read somewhere online that it costs around $1 million a day to run St. Jude, so any kind of donation would definitely help.
Okay.